Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Diablo 2 with our wild druid here in the Season of Blood. Blow it away. Oh boy. Bad guys everywhere. We're trying to get to Kiovashad. And, well, we hit level 6. So that's terrific. And we already did this last time. I kind of, left my game, and it pushed me back a little bit back to his hut and wants me to go to Kiovashad, which now we're there. So sometimes the game will do that. We got a lot of items we need to get rid of. Let's go to our abilities screen. And we can now pick, do we want Raging Lightning Storm? Lightning Storm gains 1 additional Lightning Strike, or Primal. Lightning Storm has a 12% chance to immobilize enemies hit for 3 seconds. I feel like I want to Rage. You know, give me that extra Lightning Storm. Let's go. And now, we just unlocked defensive skills as well that we can start spending points into. Okay, so we made it to the Kiovashad Gatehouse. Oh, you know what? They're not going to let me just skip that. I got to talk to the guy. Fine. I'll come talk to you, dude.
The angel in Arius.
I'm just going to skip the conversation because we already saw that.
Kiovashad lies just ahead.
Now we can talk to this dude.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We have no
first...
time for this.
Yeah, we don't have time. What's this about?
To enter Kiovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. It's a meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Hey-o.
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine. But this one stays.
Yeah, tough
Leave
guy.
inside.
You tell me.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine.
Okay.
And inscribe it with the sin which troubles you.
We'll do that. We'll inscribe it.
Cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn away your sin.
Good. I want my sin burned away. I'm going to, you know, I'm a pretty awesome druid, so I'm just going to do scribbles.
This is a waste of time.
Did
Yeah.
you say something?
Nah, dude. I didn't say anything. I was just like, thanks for... This is a great time. I did it. It's done.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kiovashad.
Thanks. Alright, we made it. So we need to meet our buddy in Kiovashad. We go over this massive drawbridge. And here we are. Alright, let's talk to our dude.
What did you write on a little piece of wood? I bet you didn't write anything at all. Wouldn't blame you. Well, it matters little, I suppose.
It doesn't matter. You going somewhere?
I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must
Okay.
know what part he plays in all this.
Oh, okay.
But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
I'll tell him. Alright, so we gotta go visit the merchant and retrieve his supplies. Remember, he has a bunch more dialogue options there if you want some more lore. But I'm gonna look at the map. I'm gonna show you how awesome this is. We are in Kiovashad, and every one of these icons kind of gives you a sense for how many things you can do in the town. Now, if you push the right stick in, you will see it says filter, so you can just turn off icons. But what's cool is it's like a little legend, so you can just see what things are. So We've got crafters, we've got vendors, we can access our stash, all sorts of sweet things here. But first, let's do this, and let's unlock this waypoint. So we just got some renown by doing that, and we completed that quest, which just gives us a little bit extra gold and such. Remember, I'm going to push center button, I'm going to push triangle. I'm going to show you that we got renown here by doing the waypoint. And eventually, you'll see your renown ascend, if it hasn't already, to at least get the first level and move on for some of these other ones. Now, on the map, you're going to see the yellow icon is, of course, where we need to go for the quest. And then these blue exclamation points are side quests. They tell you what level they expect you to be. And what's nice is you can just use the left stick to mouse over any of these things, and you get the name of the vendor, or, this is our stash, here's the jeweler, and you can see, like, this is the blacksmith, kind of what they do. This is the healer, this is the apothecary, so you can just orient yourself and find all of your quests from this screen as well. So I'm going to go over and do the main quest, which is just kind of helping you get the lay of the land in Kilbashab. We get to go right in here and talk to the weapons merchant. Lorath sent me.
So the old man's finally decided to buy it back.
He did.
Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he?
He
If
didn't?
he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
Oh, I got money. I murdered a bunch of demons and took their money. 20 gold. You got it.
The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same.
Uh-huh.
No charge.
Hey, thanks. No charge. Appreciate that. Okay. Now, you can see that from this guy, you can buy just regular weapons from him, and he's got some garbage, and you can go over here if you want and buy armor, and, she's got... These pants are actually much better than what we want to buy, but these are just basic. If the item is white, this means it's basic. It's got no special properties. I wouldn't buy any of this if I were you, because you'll just find something that's better to replace it with. But here's where we want to go. We want to come over to the blacksmith. I'm going to talk to my dude here. And what you can do is just salvage items. Now, you can sell these things, but I never pretty much, at least in the beginning, sell my equipment. What I do is I salvage it. Now, salvage means you break down the items that we're currently holding in our inventory into pieces that we can use for crafting, upgrading our equipment, and such. And this is more valuable to me than money, because we're going to get plenty of loot. So the first thing I want to do is just salvage, and I'm just going to click all junk. But I didn't mark anything as junk. What does that mean? It means if I push start to go into my inventory, you can actually push square on like these hide boots that are terrible and just mark them as junk. And then you can just, with one step, have these all shredded by the blacksmith. So if I go back to him and I say all junk, he's going to just get rid of those 3 items. But what I do instead is I don't really usually mark stuff as junk. Instead, I just sell all my common items. Common items are the ones that are in white that we looked at. They have no properties. They're just common items. So I'm just going to say do all my common items, and it says this action will irreversibly destroy all normal items in your inventory. It gives you a warning, and you just say yes, and then boom, everything I had is dusted. At the bottom, you see the salvaged materials. That's what I got. You can see that, and you can use the, I'm using the D-pad, just kind of move over this so you can select it. I got 20 iron chunks, and I got 13 rawhide. These are items that are used for improving armor and improving weapons and jewelry. So these are ways you can upgrade what you've got. And I'm also going to destroy my magic items, which are the items that are in blue that don't have properties. And if I do this, boom. And it says in the upper left, transmog unlocked. Some items have a unique appearance, and if you salvage them, you unlock that transmog. And transmogs are a way for you to cosmetically override the appearance of an item. It doesn't change anything about its stats, its abilities, but it just says if you love how this one thing looks, you can just transmog your stuff to have it look like that, provided you have access to that transmog by breaking down one of those types of items. Now my inventory, as you can see over on the right panel, even though it's kind of grayed out, I'll show you by pushing start, my equipment's completely empty. All of those items that I got, those crafting items, they went into my bag. I click on profile, I click on, left stick to go to stats and materials, and then I push R2 to go over here, and I'm going to close the plants. I'm just going to show you in ore, this is where all that stuff went. This is the skins, this is where this went, and then I've got some other items as well, which I could use. And now I'm going to go pick up the strange amulet. Now my inventory is empty, and let's go talk to our dude. Gonna run back here. He's clear on the map. And let's talk to Lorath. I had to pay for your weapon.
Apologies.
You're not sorry.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim, Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Heyo. Donan.
Sounds like he could help us.
He could.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the Dry Steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned.
I am the key.
Sometimes our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The wanderer lost in the storm, fed the blood of Lilith, saved by a lone monk. Different lives and incidents drawn together. By what? Destiny? Or some greater power pulling the strings? I did not know. But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope. Imagine that.
I don't know who he's talking to, but alrighty then. Okay, so we got some new items, and we got a bunch of new quests. So I'm going to first push start, and we got this Intrepid Reckoning magic boots. These babies are better on armor, and they give us willpower, so I'm going to equip these right away. They look good. They have like owl heads on them. Very Druid. Very awesome. And now I'm going to push the center button and show you that there is a side quest here for Menestead coffers and raising spirits, and we can do those. But if I also push the center button and push left on the D-pad, you see that we get a bunch of quests to open up on the world map, and these are story quests. The quests in the journal are organized by type, so these yellow diamonds are the main story quest. If I push R2, I can cycle between the different types, but I don't have any right now. The 3x3 grid means everything, and then there are kind of story quests, there's class quests, and there are side quests, the blue ones. So let's get some side quests. Oh, by the way, I'll say some of these are for like Act 2 and Act 3. Like, we aren't going to be doing these. We know that we need to meet Lorath, for example, but we won't be doing that until Act 3. We're in Act 1. In Diablo games, they're divided into acts, and you start in Act 1, and you proceed through, and you complete the act, and then you go to the next act, and so on. This is kind of just laying things out. Now, how many acts are there? We're going to find out. Alright, I'm going to run over here. Ooh, there's a world boss spawning. Nice. And let's talk to the tithe collector. You seem concerned.
Yes, well, Bozan has yet to return from delivering our tithing demand to Menestad. Perhaps you could sweep the roads and see what's taking him so long. The cathedral must receive its dues.
Yeah, I'll sweep the roads, alright. I'm good at sweeping. Always have been. And now I'm going to go to this other side quest. But we also want to go up here to travel to the Cathedral of Light before we leave. So I'm going to push square on this dude just to get a nice navigation. And also if I push center button and push left, now I actually have a side quest I can toggle to using R2 and L2 to change the tabs of my available quests in my journal. I'm going to curl here, move around this statue, and this allows you to change the world tier. So if you ever want to go, if you feel like Veteran is too hard, you can go back here and change it to Adventurer tier to make life easier. And here is Guard Bosa, who has a quest. How fares the city guard?
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise, but I can't let them see me as soft. Mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
I will take care of it.
All right. So what does she want me to do? She wants me to go raise their spirits. So this quest confused me at first, but what you want to do is, you'll notice how there's a blue circle, because this is the area where you could see the recruits training on the dummies. Now, to raise their spirits, you need to emote. So you emote by pushing up on the directional pad, on PS5 anyway, and you open up these wheels, and we're going to push R1 to go right, L1 to go left. Here we go, and here's the emotes. And you just kind of aim the right stick down at the clapping hands. It says cheer, and you push X to confirm, and you tell them, hey, that was a good job. And then you're going to push up L1 and then aim the stick to cheer.
Well done.
Well done. And if you want, you can also tell them, like, you know, bye-bye.
Farewell.
Farewell. And then now you can come back and talk. I encourage the recruits.
Thanks. I hope they don't get used to it.
Okay. So that's all done. And we got renown, 30 renown, because it's a side quest and we completed it. Plus, we got a little cache of items. I'm going to push start. I'll show you this. You get these herb caches, things like this all the time. You actually have to use these, and you open them up, and then just a bunch of stuff flies around, and you can get it. Oh, there was actually a club in there. That's not always the case. And this thing is better than the club that we have, so we will equip it, does more damage, and we're thrilled with that result. And now it's time to come up here and do the main story quest.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, calm down. Let's open the doors. It's me.
We were born in sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light.
All right, I'll walk in the light, sure.
We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast it out.
Thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Good job, dude. Here's the monk that
Is this
saved
one
us.
from Nevest?
It's me.
Yes, Reverend
I'm
Mother.
from Nevesk.
Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in Neves. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light.
Great, I'll travel there.
To Sinlorath, but
Again, he fails in his duty.
with or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done.
The will.
Take the knight's report before you go.
Okay. So you gotta take the knight's report, which is actually up here.
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a potential demon sighting. A horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
All right. So, I'm looking at my map, and now we know where to go, which is, this is where the main quest wants us to go. And over here, this blue outline is where the side quest wants us to go. So I've just set a marker over here by pushing square. Someone will wander over in this area and see if we can complete the side quest. Now there's a waypoint here, but it's hard for me to know. I think that a lot of these markers that I've discovered on the map, you might not be able to see because they're from my previous accounts. So don't be alarmed if your map looks different. You'll fill yours in when you find it. And then it's interesting. Oh, here's another side quest feature is if they keep them for all your other characters.
Wanderer, I know what you are.
What's that, man? What is it, priest?
I know what you are.
You mean like cool dude?
Joseph told me. He told me about Nevesk, about the blood, about your vision.
Yep.
You think you were saved.
Okay.
Fool. A demon's blood is alive. It will eat you from within until all that remains is her.
Nah, I'm good, dude.
Go to Nevesk, go. You will see the truth there.
Alright, so Blood of the Mother is a new little quest for us. And meet Volzalko in Nevesk. So that's another one. So, okay, cool. Got ourselves another quest. I'm going to go out this way. And here we go. I'm going to do this side quest. I do all the side quests, especially early, just so I could try to grind up to get at least rank 3 from the Renown, because I love having the skill points, but that's just me. I also like seeing, you know, what my character is capable of, and just getting the loot, and, you know. Over here there is something going on, and we're going to go inside this, and there's an event here called Rites of the Ascension, and so we're going to go ahead and just take part in this. Alright, this guy's angry. So we're just going to club him. Oh my god. So this guy was a little too hard for us, and he killed us. So what happens when we die? You lose 10% of your durability when you revive at the checkpoint. Now another player could come and revive me, but I doubt that will happen, so I'm just going to push triangle and revive at a checkpoint. So all that did was affect my durability. And I have to tell you, I don't really care. It's just a little bit of money. I can always repair my stuff at the blacksmith. That was one of the other things the blacksmith can do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try to fight this guy. You see that he didn't get all of his health back yet. Alright, we're going to go ahead and he's got some help from his shamans. I'm going to heal up.
I'm not ready yet.
And we're going to kill these fools. Get out of here. Okay, now he's not as powerful anymore. So let's just generate our spirit back up. And we're going to heal. We're going to blast this guy with as much electricity as we can. He's made these guys again. So we're going to try to kill these guys. so that we can damage him more effectively. All right, kill that guy. And, oop, we got knocked down. All right, let's heal. Okay. And, oh, there's another player here making life easier on us. Great. We got level 7. Got another skill point. We got to take this guy down.
I must wait a moment.
Got it. So that's what you get when you clear an event. We cleared the Rites of Ascension, and he opened a chest, and we get these items right here. And we got a crude totem. I'm going to heal up. So that's just a little event, and I got killed because I was vulnerable, so you're taking extra damage, and I didn't heal myself fast enough, and that just happens. Now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to show you we got this crude totem. This baby just gives us more damage per second, so we're going to equip it immediately and be happy. We also leveled up, so we can go down here and choose defensive abilities if we want. What would that be? Well, we could get Cyclone Armor, and this has a large cooldown, and it says powerful winds surround you, granting 10% non-physical damage reduction. And this is Storm, which is what we're kind of building up, and the winds expand, knocking back enemies. We could take that. We could also take this passive, just increase our resist, or we could come over here and we could say, hey, you know what? I want more spirit, or I want, more damage for things that are up close, or I want, Earthen Bulwark, or maybe I want Debilitating Roar, or Blood Howl. So this just kind of heals you if you do this. I'm going to try Earthen Bulwark. It sounds fun. And if I don't like it, remember, you can always refund it. And by the way, it might be fun. Let's just say, like, instead of Lightning Storm, we were like, okay, I had fun trying that, but maybe I want to try, like, Landslide or Shred and see what that does. So what would Shred be like? Well, if I want to get rid of Lightning Storm, I could try to refund this, but you'll notice how it's grayed out. That's because I have put a point down here, and I can't refund anything here while I have this point in Bulwark. So if I take Bulwark back, if I hold square to refund that, then I could come back here and I can refund this. Work backwards, refund this, and refund this. And then I could pick up, for example, Shred. And then this says I get attack speed, and then this would says third combo attack is larger and applies poison, or performs a dash, and it makes critical damage increase. So I'll try this, and then now I'd come back here and get Earthen Bulwark. So now I've just kind of respec. It cost me nothing, and you'll notice that my square button is changed into this. So now I'm a wolf, and it lasts for just a little bit of time, so I can, like, hold this down and try to use my combo attack. Takes a lot of spirit to do that, though. So I'm going to go back over here, and we're going to start exploring this blue area to see what we can find. Right, and then now I can be like... So you can hold square and just kind of dash around. Because we added the dash, our attack makes us kind of charge right at the bad guy, which is cool. I'm going to put up my Bulwark. You see it's just absorbing damage. I'm going to use my new ability to kind of blast away at these guys. Alright, so that is what life is like if you want to turn into a wolf. Okay. Big Bone Warrior here. Alright, we just wrecked a bunch of guys. I'm just kind of looking everywhere in this blue area, trying to find... Here we go. This guy. Monk Bozan. Are you Bozan?
Indeed I am. My guard turned on me, tried to choke the life out of me. All I could do before I lost consciousness was go over the cliff. I need to return to Kyovashad and request a night escort. Please, take the tithing demands to the merchant lord, Taugun, in Menestad.
Alright. So, we open this and we get the tithing demands, and he wants us to go to Menestad now, which is over here. And what's cool is this is taking us to another little town. It's not Kyovashad, but it has a waypoint, it's got merchants, and it's got its own side quests. So let's go head over here to Menestad. Put up my sweet armor. And it fell away. I wish it would last forever, but alas, it can't. Take that. Now, right now, my abilities might seem like, well, you have this earth ability, you have this storm ability, but I don't really need synergies at the moment because I don't have those. As you get further, you're going to want to specialize, you're going to get gear, and you're going to change your abilities to reflect what you have. But right now, I'm kind of wide open and can do what I want. I'm going to open up this waypoint, connect it, and get the renown, and then we can turn this in here.
I am so very grateful. I will need to make the necessary arrangements. Please, excuse me.
I excuse you.
How did this
Sweet.
happen? I shouldn't be holding this in my hands. Should be.
So we finished the quest, and we get a little cache here that we can open up. And we got a primitive totem. And we got Kind Stranger completed. So we've made some seasonal progress, which is great. I'm going to go into my inventory, and I'm going to check this out. And it's not as good as what I had, so I'll keep what I've got equipped. There is down here a side quest that we can get from Meros. What do you need?
An arrangement I made went awry, and I was extorted by the ruffian Laskus for protection. He's camped somewhere near the pass to the northwest. Return the gemstones he stole, and I'll make it worth your while.
All right. So we got to get some gemstones back from a ruffian. Sounds like something we can do. And remember how we took that durability hit? Let me just show you right up here. We can go to the blacksmith inside this building, and he's over here. And we can get rid of all the items that we have. I'm just going to get rid of the common items, the magic items, all of it. And I'm going to push R2 and go to repair. And from this panel, you can just click this hammer to do what you have equipped, what's in your inventory, or just everything. And I'm just going to say all items for 77 gold. Now all my stuff is fixed up, and I don't have to worry about it. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, we're still rolling, and now we are really seeing the game open up. We get to explore. There's a mini quest over here, side quest we can do, another one down here, and there's a waypoint there for us to get. And we are getting, we did a global event. We're up to level 7, and we're doing beautifully with our Druid. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.